You wake up feeling trapped and controlled by manipulative forces that have dominated your life for far too long. You realize that it's time to break free and start the journey of deprogramming yourself from this toxic control. With determination in your heart, you summon the strength to confront your manipulator and assert your boundaries, re-establishing your personal space and regaining control over your life. As you begin to unravel the layers of manipulation, you discover that your identity has been stolen. Your sense of self has been distorted, and you've lost touch with who you truly are. However, you refuse to be a victim any longer. You embark on a mission to reclaim your stolen identity, slowly piecing together the fragmented parts of yourself and finding healing in the process. How can I effectively deprogram myself from manipulative control? Grabovoi numbers 987-6598. You recognize that setting strong boundaries is crucial in rebuilding your life. You become resolute in saying no to anyone who tries to control or manipulate you. This includes cutting off contact with toxic individuals who have taken advantage of your vulnerability and trust. Grabovoi 894-7128. As you embark on your journey of deprogramming from their manipulative influence, you begin to reclaim your sense of self and rediscover your own desires and aspirations. Grabovoi 849-1754. It's important to give yourself time and space to heal, allowing yourself to process the emotions and traumas that came with the experience of being controlled. Surround yourself with a support system that understands and respects your journey towards regaining control over your life. Grabovoi 917-4851. Re-establishing boundaries is essential in preventing future manipulation and ensuring that your needs are respected. Communicate assertively and clearly with others to let them know what is acceptable and what is not. Grabovoi 894-7312. As you work towards recovering your stolen identity, you realize the first step is to deprogram yourself from the manipulative control that has consumed you for far too long. Grabovoi 125-8997. You begin by questioning every belief and thought that has been planted in your mind, determining what is truly yours. Grabovoi 548-9321. And what is not. You start to set firm boundaries, making it clear to others what you will and will not tolerate. Grabovoi 554-3210. It can be a challenging process, as you confront the fear and insecurities that come with breaking free from the control. Grabovoi 895-4321. However, you know that reclaiming your autonomy and authentic self is worth every ounce of effort. You seek support from trusted friends and professionals who can guide you through the journey. Grabovoi 989-4345. As you work towards recovering your stolen identity, you are determined to reclaim your sense of self and break free from the manipulative control that has held you captive for far too long. It's time to begin the process of deprogramming from the toxic influences that have clouded your judgment and undermined your boundaries. First, you take a deep breath and remind yourself that you hold the power to reclaim your life. You refuse to let the manipulator's tactics continue to influence your thoughts and actions. With each step you take, you feel a growing strength inside, guiding you towards healing and self-discovery. 49158971. As you re-establish your boundaries, you start by identifying the areas in your life where the manipulator has encroached and violated your personal space. You make a commitment to yourself to stand firm, setting clear limits and communicating your needs assertively. It may feel challenging at times, but with determination and practice, you begin to regain control over your own life. 891-4278. During this journey, you surround yourself with trustworthy friends and seek professional help to aid in your deprogramming process. You attend therapy sessions, where you work through the emotional manipulation you have endured and learn to recognize the warning signs of manipulative behavior. Slowly but surely, you begin to break free from the control and influence of others. As you regain your independence, you understand the importance of establishing clear boundaries to protect yourself from further manipulation. You learn to assert yourself and say no when necessary, ensuring that your needs and desires are prioritized. This newfound strength helps you build healthy relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Simultaneously, you embark on the journey of recovering your stolen identity. You diligently gather all necessary documents, such as your birth certificate, social security card, and identification cards, to prove your true identity. With the assistance of legal professionals, you navigate the complex process of reclaiming what was stolen from you. It is a time-consuming and arduous process, but you remain determined and focused on your ultimate goal of reclaiming your personal freedom and identity. You start by seeking professional help, finding a therapist who specializes in cold deprogramming and manipulation. Recovery. Through intense therapy sessions, you begin to unravel the layers of conditioning and manipulation that have been imposed upon you. It's a difficult journey, but each step forward brings you closer to breaking free. Grabovoi numbers 814-6924. Alongside therapy, you also prioritize re-establishing healthy boundaries in your personal relationships. You learn to recognize signs of manipulation and control, and assertively communicate your limits and needs. It's not always easy, as some people may resist your newfound assertiveness, but you persevere. You surround yourself with a supportive network of friends and loved ones who respect your boundaries and empower you to stand up for yourself. Grabovoi numbers 9183711291. As you continue your journey of recovery, you discover that your identity has been stolen, adding another layer of complexity to your healing process. You report the incident to the authorities and work with them to start the process of recovering your stolen identity. It's a challenging and time-consuming endeavor, but with perseverance and the support of your loved ones, you are determined to reclaim your true self. One of the key aspects you need to address is the manipulative control that has been exerted over you. You realize that certain individuals in your life have been manipulating and exploiting your vulnerabilities for their own gain. It's time to break free from their influence and regain your autonomy. You seek professional guidance and support to help you deprogram from their control. As you begin the process of deprogramming, you start setting firm boundaries to protect yourself from further manipulation. You learn to assertively say no and communicate your needs and limits to others. You surround yourself with a supportive network of friends and family who respect and validate your boundaries, creating a safe space for your healing journey. Re-establishing healthy boundaries allows you to focus on your personal growth and rediscover your authentic self. It's time to break free from the manipulative control that has held you captive for far too long. Take a deep breath and embrace this opportunity for liberation. You have the power to rewrite your story and reclaim your stolen identity. As you embark on this healing journey, remember to be gentle with yourself. It's not easy to break free from manipulative control, but you are strong and capable. Surround yourself with a supportive community who understands the importance of establishing healthy boundaries. Remember, your needs and desires matter just as much as anyone else's. In this process, you may encounter resistance from those who seek to maintain their control over you. Stay firm in your resolve and remind yourself that you deserve to live a life free from manipulation. Trust in your intuition and let it guide you towards making empowered decisions. Recovering your stolen identity is a crucial aspect of this journey. As you reclaim your true self, focus on forgiveness and release any anger or resentment. Embrace the healing power of self-love and self-care. Take the time to introspect, reflect, and understand your worth and value as an individual. Grigory Grabovoi numbers 5/1971-48. Once you have acknowledged the ways in which you have been manipulated and controlled, it is time to deprogram yourself from those influences. Recognize that you are not defined by the manipulative actions of others, and that you have the power to regain control over your own life. Set clear boundaries to protect yourself from further manipulation and prioritize your own well-being. Grigory Grabovoi numbers 714-817-3. As you embark on the journey of recovery, it is important to address the stolen aspects of your identity. Begin by reflecting upon the qualities, dreams, and aspirations that make you unique. Reclaim those parts of yourself that have been taken away, and reaffirm your identity based on your own desires and values. Grigory Grabov, you find yourself in a challenging situation where you have been manipulated and controlled by someone else for a significant amount of time. However, you are determined to break free from their influence and regain your autonomy. With a strong will and determination, you begin the process of deprogramming from their manipulative control. Grigory Grabovoi number 4185951. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery, it becomes crucial for you to establish healthy boundaries in your relationships and interactions. You realize that by clearly defining your limits and communicating them assertively, you can protect yourself from further manipulation and regain a sense of control over your own life. Grigory Grabovoi number 5198714. Recovering your stolen identity becomes a priority as you recognize the impact of losing your true self to the manipulative tactics of others. You actively engage in self-reflection, identifying your desires, values, and passions that were overshadowed or disregarded during this period of manipulation. With dedication and self-reflection, you begin the journey of deprogramming yourself from the controlling influences that have consumed your life for far too long. You embark on a path of rediscovery, exploring your inner world and reclaiming the joy that was once stolen from you. It's time to embrace your own desires and pursue the things that truly matter to you. How can you free yourself from manipulative control and establish healthy boundaries? 240-8912. As you unravel the layers of manipulation, you start recognizing the subtle tactics that were used against you. You develop a newfound sense of awareness that helps you distinguish between genuine care and calculated manipulation. You establish clear boundaries, refusing to let anyone cross the lines you have drawn for your emotional and mental well-being. How do you reinforce these boundaries so that they remain strong? 489-2173. Recovering your stolen identity becomes a priority. You begin the process by seeking legal help and notifying the appropriate authorities about the theft. With determination, you gather all the evidence needed to prove your case and bring the manipulative person to justice. This includes documenting any instances of manipulation, keeping a record of stolen personal information, and gathering witness testimonies to support your claims. It is crucial to seek legal assistance to ensure that your rights are protected and that the appropriate authorities are notified of the crime. As you work on deprogramming from the manipulative control, it is important to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. Seek therapy or counseling to process the trauma and regain a sense of self. Establishing strong boundaries is vital in this process. Remember that you have the right to say no and set limits to protect yourself from further manipulation. Recovering your stolen identity can be a complex and challenging process, but it is possible with the right support and resources. Begin by contacting the credit bureaus to place a fraud alert on your accounts, freezing any suspicious activities. Work closely with your bank and other financial institutions to rectify any unauthorized transactions and regain control over your stolen identity.